Back to the bistro because we're going to cook chicken piccata. Chicken piccata started out as veal piccata in Italy many years ago. And like veal marsala, we mostly use chicken now because chicken is more readily available than veal and more flavorful. It's an elegant, relatively light dish finished in a lemony butter sauce, basically a Beurre Blanc with, of course, capers. And you will need chicken breasts. In our case, in this cut down recipe, 1 6 to 7 ounce chicken breast. It was butterflied, and then I pounded it out to about a quarter of an inch thick. And then I'm going to dust it lightly with seasoned flour. A lemon, which will be cut into slices and then some for squeezing. In our case, several since they're small from a little backyard lemon tree, Meyer lemon tree we have. Olive oil, unsalted butter, which will be cut into a few cubes. About 1 small shallot, we're going to thin slice that. 1/4 cup of white wine, 1/2 cup of chicken stock, 2 to 3 tablespoons of these. Capers. 2 tablespoons fresh chopped parsley, some kosher salt, and black pepper, of course. So let me get to fixing this stuff up and we'll get to the stove right over here and start cooking. Chicken piccata has very few ingredients and comes together very quickly, so this is going to be a quickie. Add 1 tablespoon of olive oil to a medium to large skillet over medium-high heat. Add a couple of tablespoons of unsalted butter. And very important here, let it get hot and let it melt before you put the chicken in. Now slowly and carefully add your chicken breasts that I've seasoned and floured to the pan and let it cook. Probably 2 to 3 minutes on this side. Those are pretty thin. After 2 or 3 minutes, let's check. If you want to get a nice brown on both sides. That's been about 2 minutes. We're going to let it go 3 minutes. Turn these over. Nice and brown. Okay, if you get them mostly cooked on the first side or the presentation side, because you're only going to go a couple of minutes now on this side. Okay, it's been a couple of minutes on that side. They look nice. Take them out of the pan. Loosely cover with some foil to keep warm. I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit. Add your chopped shallots. Watch your heat, like I said. It'll burn. Let it go a minute or so. After about a minute, add your wine away from the flame, just in case. Let that go and reduce just a little bit, maybe for a minute or so. After about a minute, we're going to put in our 1/2 cup, maybe a little less, chicken stock. Now you can turn up the heat to get it simmering, because we're going to reduce this too. And as it's reducing, we're going to add, if you got a bigger lemon, just add a couple. Mine are kind of small. Slices of lemon. Now turn the heat down a little bit before you add the butter. We're going to add 2 or 3 little cubes of cold butter and let it incorporate into the sauce and emulsify, basically, and create the sauce. Yeah, the capers are coming. Just a second. You're making basically a Beurre Blanc sauce with capers and shallots. After a couple more minutes, it's turned into a sauce. Let's throw in the capers. Maybe a tablespoon and a half that you've drained and rinsed. Turn off the heat. It probably doesn't need salt because of the capers. They're salty, but I am going to add a little bit of pepper. Let's add chicken breasts back. Any juices left in there? Turn it over and kind of coat it, and we're going to put the sauce on top of these breasts when we plate it up here. Sprinkle in and stir in some fresh chopped parsley. Little fresh lemon juice. And we're ready.